right, guys, welcome to Real Estate Mastermind with Core Inspection Group. Today we got a really special guest. We're going to welcome award-winning author, real estate investor, team leader with Good Neighbor Realty, right? Co-founder of the Investor Blueprint, and just overall, just a great guy, Mr. Anthony Lee. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, man. So I know it's been a long time just with your journey, man, from starting out as a buyer's agent, getting in real estate, and now kind of doing your own investing. So just how's the journey been, man? How's real estate treating you?
Real estate is great, man. It's been a blessing, man. I tell people they see kind of what it looks like now, but they don't know about the, showing 30 houses just to one client. They don't know about the doors being closed on me or the deals that fell apart.
There you go.
But yeah. I would say it's a blessing. Definitely a blessing.
All right, so I'm hearing there's some consistency there, right? Like when you first come out, you're not going to strike pay dirt. You kind of got to keep to it, and it's got to be passionate about it.
Right. Well, yeah. So for me, that's the funny thing. I did start out hitting the ground running, right?
Okay.
I had clients, not a lot, but I had a few.
Yeah.
And that was the part that really, I guess, tainted the water for me.
Okay.
So it's like, you come out, you got your license. You got a client or two. You like, oh, that's all I needed was to get my license. And then once you sold those houses, you realize, wait, I ain't built no pipeline. I ain't did no marketing. Where the next client's coming from? So, you got to realize that, you're constantly marketing. You're constantly pumping because you need one client to come right after the other client. You need a property to be coming right after that property because in real estate, you're only as good as your last transaction.
Okay, so do you wait until that property goes to settlement and then say, okay, all right, that's time for me to start finding who's the next buyer? Let me get started. Is that how it happens?
So honestly, it used to. Okay. And that was where I didn't realize how I could go from closing 2-3 deals in 1 month to not closing anything for 3 to 4 months at a time.
Got it. Okay.
Now you constantly want to put the machine behind you, whether it's social media, email blast, and I mean my favorite way to market or just get out there is networking.
Awesome.
Now that especially the world is open back up now, we are at least going to myself or the team. We're going to 1 or 2 networking events every week. That's
great, right? So it's kind of putting these 2 feet in front of those 2 feet and not just hiding behind social media. So so after you guys go to settlement or even leading up to this point, are you just hoping to yourself, you know what, I'm doing such a good job for them, they're going to connect me with someone else. I'm not going to ask them directly.
In a perfect world, your current clients are your best network, best referrals and, the people that's going to put you out there.
Okay.
But it doesn't work out like that. For whatever reason, it's so many agents out here, especially with the access through social media.
Yeah.
We come a dime a dozen. But what's going to separate you or that'll help you get those referrals, you really got to be a person that's attentive and a person that is providing a service and not just getting a check.
Got it. Makes sense. And then, one of the things that I appreciate about you and just working with others is I know you worked for a long time, at your craft and just delivering that good service. But now I know you've done a lot of a lot of hand holding, a lot of mentoring, kind of bringing other realtors along with you. And now you have a team. Yes. Now you have a team. So if you can just talk a little bit about the different moving parts of that team and how you guys kind of complement each other.
My evolution or my growth didn't happen until I started putting other people first.
Wow.
Me having the team.
So write it down, guys. Write it down or listen up.
Me having the team, right? And even now we're expanding roles where Brandy and Marlon are really the people that make the team go.
Awesome.
I'm here, but
shout out to Brandy Brave and Marlon Belfont. I've known both of them for many years. Just great people.
I'm like the visionary person, right?
Okay.
But then as far as putting the pieces together and making sure we've crossed our T's and dotted our I's, that's Marlon. And then anybody that needs the encouragement or actually the execution, Brandy's coming in.
That's great.
So we kind of...
That's great.
That the team really aspect of it is, for any business owner, you can do anything by yourself, but if you really want to make impact and stretch, like you said, we're in Delaware, we're in Jersey, we're in Maryland. I can't be in all them places by myself.
Impossible.
And then not to mention, we have a good client base, so the beauty again of having the team, we literally can show houses almost 24/7
Wow.
in different parts of the city because we got somebody on our team that lives in the Northeast. We got
Yeah.
somebody in our team that lives in Delaware. And we
Yeah.
all come from different
Yeah.
walks of life. That's the other part I learned. I'm not going to be the agent for every client.
Great
but
point. Yeah.
Temperance, she might make somebody comfortable.
Yeah.
Lonnie, Bianca, Carrera,
Yeah.
you know, their experience in life, again, it'll bring other people that I might not be able to reach. So now, again, it's not just, oh, this one
Just one
thing.
person. Yeah.
Right. No, we've got all walks of life, and that's why it's so many of us, because we want to help as many people in our community as we can, or as many of our friends and family as we can.
Okay.
And I can't do that by myself.
Good
So
point.
under the Good
Good
Neighbor
point.
Real Estate team is myself. Then we have our other team leaders. It really runs because of Brandy and Marlon.
Okay.
So you know, without them and having the different supports, and some of our other team members, they all bring something different to the table.
Okay.
And you know, it's just plug and play.
Gotcha.
Plug and play.
Awesome.
We're
Awesome.
licensed in Pennsylvania, Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware.
Okay, so let me ask you this question: why should an agent join a team as opposed to just working for themselves?
So I've dabbled in other teams, or at least working with other teams, and
Yeah.
I've kind of figured out what I like and don't like, and that's how I was
Okay.
kind of able to bring our team together. And we're still fine tuning it, but I would say at least if you're not going to be on a team, go to a brokerage that can kind of have a mentor or somebody that can help you.
Absolutely.
That was really like the benefits of being in like a bigger office in
Yeah.
the beginning.
You know what? It's so many things I think you and I can dive down the rabbit hole with when we talk about what brokerage, how to choose a good brokerage, right?
Well,
Talk about that.
let me just leave
Yeah.
it with this. I'll just say, figure out the thing is find your tribe. If you're a new agent, seasoned agent, honestly, again to your point about my success now,
Yeah.
it's because I found my tribe. So now that I'm at Mosaic Brokerage with Tracy, Greg, and Leslie,
Awesome
you know,
leadership team there at Mosaic. Awesome leadership team.
you have people that
Yeah.
understand your vision and support you. I'm telling you, your business will go 10x
Awesome.
like that. And again, having people that trust you, having the team that we have,
Yeah.
putting our minds together with that tribe. Again, you can't go and be successful and not burn yourself out trying to do it by yourself. So I feel like whether it's a team that you're on or whether you got your tribe, you're really going to you'll be able to get to your peak a lot faster with the right people behind you.
Awesome. Awesome. Guys, we're going to jump into these listings. First, what's the benefits of working with sellers as opposed to buyers? What's the benefit?
So the benefit, or my favorite thing is, if I have the listing,
yeah.
everybody comes to me.
I
Especially when
like
you got
that.
a good listing.
I like that. Would you guys like people to come to you as opposed to you running around? I think I would like that.
Right. So
Yeah.
and the other cool thing is, it's multiple ways to get a transaction when you have the listing. So one, with the listing, it lets the other neighbors know that you're somebody who can be trusted, especially if you can get it sold.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if the buyers come to you from having open houses or not working with an agent from the online marketing that we do when we list our properties, again, you have multiple aspects to branch off and continue
You have
to
more
make
touch
revenue.
points, so you can now develop more transactions out of having that listing.
That one listing.
That's what I'm hearing. That's
You almost
awesome.
eat 2 to 3 times off of one listing.
That's awesome. So what does that transition look like from being a buyer's agent to doing more listings?
I don't know if they want to hear that part.
I'm hearing it's real easy. I mean, when I look at what's going on within the social media community and then, HGTV, I hear that it is so simple. You put your card out there, you knock on a couple of doors.
And they call you. And
they call you.
So to your point, I've been doing real estate since 2014. So it took me a while to build up the trust and to get my name out there where other people are referring me.
Yeah.
So I'll say like the easiest way I would say to get listings is, again, be an expert in maybe a certain community neighborhood.
Okay.
And on top of that, again, just let people always know. That's why like my t-shirt says Realtor.
Yeah.
I'm always just letting people know this is what I do. And the referrals eventually come.
Yeah.
But that transition from the buyer's agent to the listing side, it honestly for me didn't come until I started listing my own properties.
Yeah.
And then people would see the houses that I was selling, and they'd be like, oh, he must be doing a good job.
So if I'm hearing you right, you were purchasing probably a home that needed work.
Mm-hmm.
You guys would go in, get the work done, and then you were able to list that property, and it's kind of giving you more leverage. That's awesome. What do you want us to know about this listing here?
In this case, I was able to connect with an agent through social media that I have a relationship with.
Okay.
He has the buyer. So, we came to an understanding.
So I'm sure that makes the conversation and the transaction a lot easier if you already have a rapport, with that agent. So that's awesome.
And again, it's the benefit of working with the Good Neighbor team, because we have relationships that, we pretty much, especially if it's in the city of Philadelphia, we know who the buyer's going to be. We know where they're at.
Wow.
And we know how to get your property sold, whether it takes us 3 days or a week. But
so this guy's under contract already.
Took him 1 week, 15 grand above asking price.
All right. Hey, you better be quiet about saying that now. 1 week, 15 grand. I know things are shifting a little bit.
Right. So
with these sellers.
Yeah. So and again, keep in mind, it's the renovation that he did and the location and the way we priced it. So some sellers are like, "Yo, I want this price." I'm saying it's not that you can't get the price, but we don't have to start there.
Okay.
Buyers aren't coming in like they used to 5 years, 10 years ago, even just 6 months ago.
Yeah.
They're not coming in and trying to, negotiate, because they know if they want the house, they'll pay for it.
Okay.
The seller just need to be in position to be patient.
Awesome. Great info. We'll roll over to the next listing. The one coming up is Brandy the Braves listing. But let's talk about this one.
So again, our team, we're doing not just residential, but we also we're in the commercial side as well.
Okay.
So Brandy has what is a mixed-use property where there's a storefront on the first floor, and then there is a residential, I believe, 2-bedroom apartment on the second floor down at 47th and Lancaster Avenue.
Okay.
So this is a listing we've just had maybe for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Commercial is a little different in regards to, again, the seller has to be mindful. The business has different expenses. Not every business owner wants the same thing, so you kind of got to find the right person for that building.
I bet, because I can imagine a lot of sellers, when you come there, they're already thinking, I know how much my house is worth, and this is what I'm going to accept for. It's not going to be a penny less, right?
And I mean, imagine that for a business owner that's like, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this building.
I bet.
And it's like, I get it, I appreciate it. You just got to be mindful of that. But, like I said, it's always, for us, we want to be up front and at least lay it on the table, and then you'll make the final decision.
Okay. Let's talk about, I know you have a pretty big event that's going to be coming up. It's going to give people the opportunity to double their income.
Yes.
And equally as important, leave their 9 to 5 and jump into something that they're more passionate about.
Yes.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about this event.
So that's going to be July 23rd in Philadelphia from 1 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Myself and maybe a few of my other investor friends will be there, but that day I really want to focus on teaching people, hey, I know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. I know what it's like to have a job that when I walk in, like, my mood just changed. But with this event, my goal, like you said, I want to show people, listen, you can be a millionaire in a 5-year span using real estate. And I'm talking about you buy one property a year and you're making an extra $400 or $500 per month.
Wow.
That probably, that'll help a lot of people.
It's definitely a game changer.
And if you're not, I don't want to be a landlord, that's fine. Landlord might not be for you. But maybe you want to do an investment and you flip the property, you make an extra $30,000 a year.
Okay.
And I really want to show people that, hey, you don't need much, but with the right resources and tools, all I need you to do is use what you have and make it work for you. The paycheck is cool, but if you're not utilizing that paycheck to make the paycheck do the next thing for you, of course you're going to be burnt out. You can't work enough hours in a week to really live how you want to live.
A lot of times, we let opportunities pass us by. A lot of us, I like to use a phrase, a lot of us are interested in success, but we're not committed to success. This is a can't miss opportunity, right? So just one more time, when is the event, the date and time?
July 23rd, it's going to be from 1 to 5 p.m. Because you're watching this, right? I'm going to do something special for you. You're going to text Core Inspection to 267-493-0908. Again, 267-493-0908. Text Core Inspection, and we'll make sure we put you in the VIP section just for this event. This
is a can't miss event. A lot of people are interested in success. Very few are committed, right? So for $250, guys, this is an opportunity to change your life. We got commercials coming up, guys, and we got to cut this short. Hey, man, big thanks for joining us today. Always a pleasure. Thank you guys for tuning in to Real Estate Mastermind with Core Inspection Group. Till the next time, we'll see you soon.